So let's start with the most, I think the most asked question to you. How did you start playing basketball?
So I started playing basketball because my dad played as well as my mom, and well, when I was little, I would always look up to my older brother who also played basketball. So
Yeah,
it was almost natural for me to pick it up and to start playing. So I would say it runs in the family, in the family blood. So that's how I started, and when I was little, I didn't really like it because I wasn't really good at it. So then growing up, it got better. Let's say so. Around like when I was 14, I started taking it more like seriously, and that's when I started putting really my mind to it.
yeah, yeah. And was it like? Can you say that if you look back to all the years, is it like that your working process beat maybe your talent?
Yeah, for sure. Because I remember that I hated being, not being as good as I wanted to because I also could see that I could be very neutral when I would like look at these things, and I could see that I wasn't, that good of a player to the point where I almost gave up when I was, like I said before, when I was like 13, 14. And then I said, I'm gonna do my best and give it the best shot I have, and if it goes, good. If it doesn't, I give it the best I had. So when I started working out a lot and I did like I remember I would go to school and then wouldn't be home until like 9 o'clock, 9:30. So I would come back from school, have like a individual workout, then have practice with my youth team at the time, and then after that, I would have like practice with like some like fourth league team in Udine where I used to live, and those 2 years I can say that made me really say that I wanted to do this for the rest of my life
Hmm.
because the more I started getting better and the more I saw improvement in myself, the more I felt better and the more fun I could have with it. So I would say that of course then in those 2 years it helped a lot that I grew a lot because I wasn't this tall at the beginning, and then in those 2 years I got to up to like 6'7", so of course, I have the genes passed on to me from my dad and stuff because he's also this tall. But I think I worked myself really hard into being the player I am today.
Hmm. And if you look back to let's say, so you went from college, you've been undrafted, but still you made it now to the EuroLeague.
Mhm.
Do you see the European game as it is club wise a bit of outplayed now that you reach EuroLeague like it's the highest level?
I mean, I for now we're playing Euro Cup, so I mean it is always a EuroLeague organization, but now we're playing Euro Cup with Virtus, and it you know, since I came back from college, of course I wasn't drafted because I didn't even put my name in the draft because I didn't get playing time, and I was realistic.
Mhm.
I had to come back to Europe and start from
So
the
so it
beginning
was it
again.
was it was a choice that you choose to come back to Europe instead of putting yourself on the draft and just wait for an
Yeah,
opportunity.
because over there was definitely a very good experience, but playing wise, I didn't get a lot of playing time. And I could I knew that realistically, I couldn't showcase myself. I couldn't like show what I could do, so it was the obvious choice for me was to come back to Italy where I played before and start again. And after I graduated, I came back and I started from the second division in Italy, where in Rome, where where fortunately we were able to win the championship, and then from there we went to first division, always with the Rome team, and sadly the COVID cut the season short last year, but after that, I was able to sign this contract with Virtus Bologna, and it was a very good process for me, because I came to a situation where we always wanted to win, which was in second division with Rome, because we wanted to go up, and we always wanted to win. So I had playing time, but at the same time it was a really good team. So it was a very, very good learning year for me, and then going up to A1, then I started really, really getting better and getting a better feel for the game, because minutes and experience was the thing that I missed the most.
Mm-hmm.
Because over there in New York, it was amazing. I got to measure myself with a lot of talent and a lot of different players that NBA players or EuroLeague players, and I just didn't get that much experience out of it as in real game situations. So putting that together with these 2 years in Rome were great for me, and now when I take another step up, where I'm in Virtus now, Bologna, it's once again, it's for me, it's another learning experience for me, because I've never been in Euro Cup before, and I never played with players with the caliber of Milos Todosic or Stefan Markovic or Kyle Weems, and I was excited at the beginning, and I'm still excited, and I keep learning from them every day, and I think this was the best situation I could find, because there's so many experienced players that can help me, throughout this whole process.
Yeah, and if you look, because you still have like at least 10 more years to play, maybe even 15.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah. Let's hope, of course, that no heavy injuries and anything will come. But yeah. Realistically, it should be possible. Of course, I can imagine you have dreams. Is your dream still to become and to make it to the NBA?
I mean, of course, that's. I think that's every player's dream when you're in your 20s, and every day when I go to the gym, I work hard, but I'm a person that looks to the close future and not to the far future.
Yeah.
So already last year, when I was in Rome, I was when the season ended. I was so excited to be able to make this step up, and hopefully, we can do really good in Euro Cup this year and have a chance to fight for the title, so we can get a chance to go to EuroLeague, and that is, I think, my biggest goal, and the club's biggest goal as well, and because that would be amazing. And literally, like, for my first year, I would just be doing one step up after another.
Yeah, if we do this every season, then we see you in about 4 years fighting for the ring in the NBA, right?
I mean, no, we'll see. But I'm definitely focused on trying to do the best I can for this team here, because my biggest goal is to keep having this winning mentality, and being part of a winning team like this one is definitely helping me a lot. So like I told you, of course, I have dreams and of EuroLeague or maybe even NBA, but at the same time, I'm a person that likes to keep his feet on the ground, because I know that there's a lot of work to do, and a lot of people say it's one step, it's so close, but at the same time, it's very, very, very far.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of work to do, and taking it step by step, I think is the best way to see it.
Yeah. And let's say if you didn't become a professional basketball player, what would you be then now?
This is a question that a lot of people ask me, and it's so weird, because once I switched to this mentality where I would wake up and there was nothing else in my life but this. Always in the back of my head there was like, what am I going to do in this situation? How am I going to react to this? And this basketball mindset has been in my mind since as long as I can remember. So when they ask me this question, I'm always like, wow, like I can't really even think of what I would do, So I don't know, but I think that as a person, I can I can find myself in every different situation. I do speak 3 different languages, so maybe like something around that. Like, but I don't know. Like, I will definitely find a way out, but unless I'm put into that position, I don't think I could tell you what I would be doing.
Yeah, but okay, in the end, so I saw you were having two really nationalities, Italian and Bosnian.
Yeah.
Did you already make the choice for either or the other national team?
Yeah, I'm playing for the Bosnian national team, and I played for them these past 3 years, and then with when I was under 19, we won the B championship to get them back in A. We had great talent like Nurkic, Vrabac, Buza. It was a great team, and we completely dominated that B European Cup, European Championship, and it was fun and it was great memories. And I won't be going now for this window that's coming up because sadly they finished the. I got my passport a little late, so now I count as a naturalized player. But we've been trying to work around that because both of my parents are Bosnian, so it's kind of weird that I'm playing as a naturalized player, But since I'm playing as I have the star, they picked another guy to fill the point guard position, which is where we're lacking. So I'll be cheering them on from the TV.
And if you look back to the teams and the countries you played against. Is there any team or country that jumped into your mind that was for sure the hardest match or the hardest player to play against?
I mean, this is where I think my college experience really helped me, because when I went to college, I got to see all these, players that now play in the NBA, and going there, I played against teams like Syracuse, like are we good? Okay. I played against great teams like Syracuse, like Villanova won the championship that year.
Duke.
Syracuse went to the Final Four. So I got to measure myself against all these great players. Like I remember in college, maybe one of the players that most hit me was Chris Dunn that we played against, and that now plays, I think, for the Chicago Bulls, if I'm not wrong. But anyway, in college, every game I played was very, very tough, because the talent wise it's so stacked, but while I was in Europe, when I was in Rome, I played only the Italian championship, So when I played with them, the hardest team to play against was Virtus Bologna, which is the team I am now, and Milan, but when I came here now, I still would think Milan because they're the ones that gave us the hardest time. In Super Cup, we lost in the final against them, but yeah, I think that is the team, and they also have really good players like Punter, Delaney. Their team is stacked. So
yeah.
I think that is the biggest adversary I had so far.
Okay, I think it's time to move on to the 10 dilemmas. If you're ready, yeah? If you're ready.
Okay.
So let's start with the first one.
Okay.
I will still make it to the NBA.
I will say yes because I'm willing to work for it. Yeah.
Once I will participate on an Olympic team.
Oof, I would say no, but I hope so because with my national team, it's very difficult. I hope we get there. I really do, And with all my heart, that would be one of the best things imaginable. But for now, it's not looking that good for us in Bosnia. So I think no.
Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I've come across this comparison a lot of times, and in my personal opinion, I mean, I know a lot of different people have different opinions, and some make sense, some don't. But in my opinion, Michael Jordan is the best of all time.
Yeah. I ever lied to skip a practice.
Yeah, when I told you, I told you when I was like 13, 14, I would literally like beg my mom not to take me to practice. I just didn't want to go.
He was like faking an illness and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go, and it came to a point where I disliked it because I was so bad at it that I would just go there and just run up and down for an hour and a half, not doing anything. So I just disliked that at that point, and so definitely yes.
I prefer rebounds over assists.
I would say rebounds, yeah, because especially offensive rebounds is something that I think I'm pretty solid at. I'm still trying to work on it, but one of my favorite things is try and get the rebound on offense and put it back. That's probably one of my biggest things I have my focus on during the game.
Yeah. Virtus Bologna will be champion this season.
I will say yes. I'm confident, in our guys, and I'm not here to to bring bad luck or anything, but I'll say yes because I'm very confident in my guys, and I think every day we practice together and we work together week by week. We're getting a lot better, and it's going to be a very tough battle because I know that it's going to be a very tough battle against Milan, and there's a couple other teams like Brindisi that's doing very well. So it's going to be very hard, but I think we have the personality, the talent, and the team chemistry to pull it out.
Yeah. When I finish my career, I will be remembered as one of the best Bosnian players in the history.
This is a very hard question. I don't know. I don't know how to answer this. I hope so. And that's what I'm working for. That's what I'm working to be. All these big dreams are always in the back of your head, but I don't know. Yeah. Well, only the future can tell me.
Yeah. When I was in America, I noticed that they underrate European basketball.
Yes and no. Yes and no. I think it's very there's people that do and there's people that don't, and some teams you can see even like 2-3 European players, and some teams you see none because some people underrate it, but some people realize how good it is, and I think having players of the talent of Luka Doncic going up, or even Porzingis going up, it's bringing more awareness to how really good the European basketball is, and in my opinion, it's very, very, like, the only thing that most people I think in America don't understand is how much harder European basketball is, how much more like tactical it is, and how much less space there is in many situations, and how much more you have to, play with one another, with your teammate. So I would say there's people that do and there's people that don't.
The Lakers with Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal are the best team that ever played in NBA history.
No, I think when MJ, both MJ teams are really good when they won the three-peats.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably the second three-peat they won was a tougher team. I think that's the best team ever.
And the last one, the Harlem Globetrotters have nothing to do with professional basketball.
I mean, I haven't really seen them. Like I see videos and things. I haven't never like went to see them live. I don't know. I see they do all these like trick shots and all this stuff. It's definitely like some form of basketball, but it's nothing like professional basketball. I think, but once again, I'm very ignorant on the subject because I've never really watched the full exhibition or performance or whatever. But it looks to me that and some things they do are very, very impressive. Like all these half court shots behind their head and stuff. And I'm like, how do they even do this? They probably practice this stuff all day, like we do, like the pick and roll or something like that. So no doubt, there's a lot of talent in the Harlem Globetrotters too. But I think that's like something different from like
yeah, it's more like the entertainment side of basketball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.